Hi Pisces, thanks for being here. I'm going to do a collective reading on your energy. So before I get started, I just want to say, always use your intuition and discernment with my readings. You know what's for you and you know what's not, so always trust yourself. This is a collective reading, so only take what resonates with you and leave the rest. I also am trying to reach a goal of 50 subscribers, so if you feel called to subscribe, please do. So I'm just going to jump right into the energy, Pisces. So the numbers that I got for you were 555, 222, and 444. And 4s kept popping up too. So 4s are really important in this energy. I do use a crystal ball, and when I was looking into it, I saw someone pulling someone else up. And then I saw an image of like somebody carrying somebody. And it was like, I kept getting images of two people. And then I kept, at the end, I seen like a grin, like someone with a grin on. And I was really confused. I didn't really understand the energy, if it was what the exact, if it was like positive or negative. I will say there's the energy of helping someone, carrying someone. And then when I started to pull cards, I got a cup of tea with patience and reassessment. And cup of tea gives me like friendship. Oh, the 222. I don't know if I said it or not. That is like relationships. That's a relationship number. So with the cup of tea, that also gives me like you know how they say the tea. There's something here with a connection, and you may need to reassess this connection. And the reason why I say that is because the next card that came out was Salt, with protection, banishing negativity. So I would really observe to make sure that this connection, that either, I mean, it really feels like you might be pulling someone up or carrying someone, or maybe that is someone doing that for you. Either way, I think that it needs to be looked at to make sure that this isn't becoming something that's you know, too heavy or too much to handle, or not necessarily too much to handle, but like if maybe you're doing too much within this relationship. So then I have self-interest, protection again, and resistance. So someone in this connection could have just self-interest. This is giving me more of a negative vibe. There could be somebody who is taking a lot more than they're giving. And there may, I feel like Spirit is calling you to kind of put up boundaries and protections around yourself. If you do see this, again, only take what resonates. This would be something you would definitely see. So Spirit is calling you to maybe put up boundaries with this person. And I also see resistance. So if you, with that being said, I feel like when you try to put up boundaries, you may have some resistance from this person with these boundaries. And I just have to show you that you have two protection cards here. So it's really calling for protection. So even if you are getting resistance with these boundaries, or whatever you're doing to try to protect yourself, I would say keep going with it, even though you're getting resistance, because it seems very important in your energy. I'm going to pull a few more cards here just to get more information and go deeper into the energy. Clear messages for Pisces, please. Can we have clear messages for the energy of Pisces? Clear messages for the energy of Pisces. Clear messages for the energy of Pisces. What can we say for Pisces? 10 of Cups. Okay. And what's wild, I don't know if anybody is connected to Aquarius in any way, but I just pulled this for Aquarius too. So the 10 of Cups is great. That's emotional stability and balance. If that's your energy, it does look like you may be pulling someone else up because it looks very stable and well adjusted, well balanced, stable. What else can I say here about this 10 of Cups for Pisces? What can I say for Pisces? 10 of Cups. Knight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. There could be a message coming in about financial financial information coming in. A message. Very much earthly energy. This could be interactions with a earth sign. So Taurus, Virgo, and wow. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So those signs could be significant in your energy right now. What else can I say here for Pisces? What else can I say here for Pisces? So it looks like there's going to be a change of perception. But with it in reverse, it looks like it's going to be a difficult change of perception. And with the resistance, that's the energy that I'm getting with the resistance. Is that you might be doing something or trying to convince somebody, but they're not able to see where you're coming from. So they're giving resistance on what you're saying. It's not changing their perception. What else can I say about that, Spirit? What's the best advice or best message for that energy of the reversed Hanged Man? Okay, so you got the Justice card. I feel like it's kind of saying if you're trying to convince somebody and like explain yourself and everything, I don't know if that's the best route. I think that you should put up your boundaries, explain it to them, obviously, but if they're unable to see your perception, if you guys aren't meeting eye to eye with it, it will balance out within time. Let me just double check that, because that's the energy that I'm getting, is like, set your boundaries. There's going to be resistance, but just kind of let it be and it'll balance out. There'll be justice. Is that correct, Spirit? Is that right? Yeah, King of Swords. Yeah, set up your boundaries and be clear. And King of Swords is talking about strong, bold communication. So I feel like it's like saying it once, and like if they don't understand it, then, you know, their perception may not be changed at the moment, but I believe within time they'll be able to see. And is there any closing messages or can I have a closing message for Pisces? 3 of Pentacles in reverse. If you're thinking about doing a business deal, it's not recommended. I would do your research on it before you make any big decisions or sign any contracts. If this is something with business, a business partner, I would double check. And again, only take what resonates with you. But this is not a good sign with it being in reverse. If this is, and with the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, if they're coming in with the message of business trying to start a business, trying to do something financial, I would say not a good time to do that. All right, Pisces, thank you so much for being here, and I hope that this reaches you well. Always remember, you are loved and blessed, and we will see you next time. Thank you.